Hey, my name's Ray Johnston, and my band, Ray Johnston Band, just came out with our second really good album, our fourth album overall. And this album is called #Goes Good With. I decided to name the album Goes Good With because much like a lot of my songs that I'm proud of, they all kind of involve several subgenres, but the main genre present is country, and the main ingredient present is melody. And this album really represents, if you met me in person and never knew me before and then heard my music, I think the two would mesh really well together. So maybe saying goes good with me. That sounds really selfish, but you know what I mean? We got 3 songs that are kind of the core of love and kind of the serious side of love, which is Beautiful You, Horses and Hearts, and Watching the Lord Turn on the Lights. 3 songs that are kind of on the tongue-in-cheek side, that are good dancing songs, kind of playful songs called My Liver, Don't Live Here Anymore, Little Lupe, and Make Mine a Double. And that's really me as a person too. I feel like I'm halfway serious and halfway kind of goofy. Stellar musicianship throughout this album. I've had my band together for about 1.5 years now. It's Tim Macon on the drums, Peter Champagne, that's not a made-up name, on bass, Will Wales on guitar, and Milo Deering, we brought him in to do the pedal steel, the fiddle, the banjo, mandolin, and Rocky Gribble did some work on the banjo as well, and the gut string guitar. We had Bradley on the keys, and we had Kylie Ray Harris sing harmonies. Ace Creighton from the Thieving Birds helped on a couple songs on harmonies. Will Wells, my guitar player, helped some on harmonies, and even I sing. I decided to do this album at the Panhandle House in Denton. I did my last album, No Bad Days, here, and I just worked really well with Eric Kurtz, the producer. He and his brother Mark own a fantastic, very underrated studio in the U.S. This place is awesome. It feels like home to me. I like to work with Eric here at the Panhandle House because Eric and I get along as friends, and he challenges me to get the best out of me, both vocally and making the song the best that it can be. From the form of the song, the key, the tempo, and then kind of bringing that attitude to me. And also, this is the first time I've used my band that's on the road with me in the studio. So it was really neat to see my band's equity in the songs and taking pride in recording this. And we had a couple special guests on this album. I'm a huge fan of collaboration and a lot of the relationships you make in the music business, from co-writing, and then you open for bands, and they open for you. You get to mesh with certain folks. And I've always been a real big fan of Brady Black, who is a member of the Randy Rogers Band. To me, Brady has always exuded happiness. I think Ray Johnston Band music has a big, big happy factor in it. So I pulled in my favorite card from Brady to play on this album, Watching the Lord Turn on the Lights. It's a song about the outdoors, about getting in a hunting blind with your dad, about learning life through hunting and safety and responsibility. And Brady played on that track, and it has a really long instrumental outro, so maybe I got 2 birds with 1 stone by making a song 6.5 minutes, but Brady did fantastic on that song. Another song on the album Goes Good With that I brought in a friend is Horses and Hearts. I co-wrote that song with Kylie Ray Harris, so we decided to bring in Abby Cohn, who is just a fantastic singer based out of Argyle, moving to Fort Worth soon. I think she's 17. I co-write a lot of my songs, and most every song that makes my albums is a co-write. Song 1 is Make Mine a Double. I wrote that with Steve Auburn, who plays fiddle with us sometimes, and an artist named Hunter Hutchinson out of Lubbock, Texas. Song 2 is Beautiful You. I wrote that with Matt Boggs, lead singer of Prophets and Outlaws, Roger Kreger, and a guy named Paul Overstreet, who's a fantastic writer who has many, many hits. It was an honor to write with him. Song 3, I wrote Horses and Hearts with Kylie Ray Harris. Track 4, Little Lupe, I wrote with Trent Willman and John Ritter. Track 5 is My Liver, Don't Live Here Anymore. I wrote that with my guitar player, Will Wales, and my drummer, Tim Macon. And track 6, Watching the Lord Turn on the Lights, I wrote with a guy from Boone, North Carolina, named Luke Combs. You'll be hearing his name soon. He's a heck of a singer and making quite the progress in Nashville today. Because of my past, battling through leukemia on and off for the past 14 years, I've been in remission now for 6 years. I always try to have some type of purpose when it comes to our music and giving back. And we're going to try this. I'm really excited about it. It's called Luke's Fast Breaks. It's a t-shirt that has snaps on each side. It's made for patients that don't want to wear hospital gowns, because hospital gowns are very not comfortable. And it's a product that was invented by a kid named Luke Lang, who goes to ESD in Dallas. He was diagnosed at 8 years old with a strange form of lymphoma. He's now been in remission for 1.5 years. We wanted to bring his old t-shirts and create some portal on the side so nurses could get to it and still administer chemotherapy, but he can feel a little bit more comfortable. So Ray Johnston Band is going to partner with Luke's Fast Breaks and en route to some gigs when we're on the road, stop at hospitals and hand out t-shirts to patients and hopefully bring them a little bit of joy and a lot more comfort than they had with the hospital gowns. So that's something we're really excited about. Very excited to announce that Ray Johnston Band is now an officially endorsed artist of Bud Light. It's our first major endorsement deal. Very, very excited about it. It goes good with, no pun intended, maybe pun intended, our new album name, #GoesGoodWith. So very excited to be a part of the Bud Light family and a part of the #Bud Light Party. I really want this album to have a strong presence on kind of the current times today, which in 2016, for the better or worse, we're on our phones a lot. We get a lot of news and a lot of activity through social media. And I'm very active on there to show our band played 120 shows last year. I show a lot of where we play through Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And I really want our fans to engage in this album and tell us what it actually goes good with for them.